Join, wager, cash in, and get a $150 bonus. Sign up now at TVG.com.
Coming up Saturday, January 25th, we continue on with the next race in the Kentucky Derby prep season, and it's the Grade 2 $400,000 Holy Bull Stakes, going a mile and a 16th. A field of 11 has drawn in. It's going to go as race number 10 on the Saturday card at Gulfstream Park, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the field that has drawn in to the Holy Bull for Saturday. And first horse we're going to take a look at is down towards the inside. First thing you're going to notice is you got the Hall of Famer John Velazquez aboard for Chad Brown for the first time. John Velazquez just coming back off that injury from Breeders' Cup weekend. And we take a look at the one Coup de Grace, perfect 2 for 2 in his career for Chad Brown.
To the outside, runs after him, and then comes Prudhoe Bay, Coup de Grace, and High Kodiak Warrior. These two down to the 16th pole. Coup de Grace got the lead. High Kodiak Warrior trying to stick with Coup de Grace, but Coup de Grace wins again.
This 3-year-old son of Tappet out of Stormcat Mayor's a perfect 2 for 2 in his career. The Holy Bull is going to be his first attempt at going 2 turns in a mile and a 16th. I have to like the fact that he stretched out from 6 furlongs to the 1-turn mile at Gulfstream. I think one thing you're going to notice in the past performances, at least in the career debut, the horse that he beat that day, Unknown Road, would come back to break his maiden for Al Stall by 11 lengths at the fairgrounds, putting up a 98 buyer. He's actually in action in an allowance race Friday at the fairgrounds. Let's take a look at a couple more contenders. The 7 Cairo Prince and the 8 Wicked Strong finished 2nd and 3rd in their last effort in the Grade 2 Remsen.
Is making a final move after that lead. Master Lightning down inside. Cairo Prince in the midst of his rally now. It'll be floated wide by Honor Code as the field turns for home. Wicked Strong is just in behind them, and he switched to the outside, and now they're flying past the 8th pole, and it's Cairo Prince. Cairo Prince short lead. Honor Code fighting him all the way. Then farther back it's Wicked Strong and Intense Holiday. Final 16th of a mile. Cairo Prince and Honor Code. Honor Code fighting hard all as they come down to the finish, and it is... Oh, that was close. Did Honor Code come back?
Cairo Prince just was a tough photo there to Honor Code, the Shug McGahee runner, who was 2nd in the Champagne his prior effort. You saw him battle back very gamely towards the inside. Wicked Strong also finishing 3rd, beating a half length in there. Intense Holiday, who would draw post number 11, also exiting the Remsen. So you have your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place finisher coming back in the Grade 2 Holy Bull on Saturday. That's going to go as race number 10. As far as the Derby point system, 10 points go to the winner, 4 to 2nd, 2 to 3rd, and 1 for the 4th place finishers. I did mention that goes as race number 10. Earlier on the card at Gulfstream, there is an allowance race worth taking a look at. That's going to go as race number 4. $75,000 optional claiming event, now winners of one other than for 3-year-olds going a mile and a 16th. So I think immediately you're going to get a lot of comparisons for both the allowance race you're taking a look at and the mile and a 16th Holy Bull. Let's take a look at the 2 top billing for Shug McGahee coming off a 2nd place finish here on January 3rd.
Cousin Stephen to the outside. Top billing is now splitting horses in a very tight spot there. He tried to squeeze through, and he's got through now. And here he comes with High Kodiak Warrior and Commissioner. Here comes Top Billing and Commissioner. These two emerge out of the pack. Commissioner and Top Billing. Commissioner did it. Top Billing was 2nd, and then came Ichiban Warrior or High Kodiak Warrior.
Top Billing broke his maiden in the career debut by 5 1/4 lengths over a sloppy sealed racetrack at Laurel, and then you just saw his last effort, 2nd beating the neck to the Todd Pletcher Commissioner, who was coming off a maiden win at Saratoga at the end of August. Here's the pedigree for Top Billing. He's by your Horse of the Year Curlin out of the AP&D Mare. Parade Queen, who was a 6-time winner, earned $419,000 on the racetrack. She was a multiple Grade 3 winner on the turf, up to a mile and an 1/8. And as far as a broodmare, Parade Queen did produce Untouched Talent. If that name sounds familiar, Untouched Talent was the dam of Bodemeister. So those 2 races, race 4 and allowance race, race number 4 at Gulfstream Park, and then race number 10 is the Grade 2 Holy Bull. I mentioned the Holy Bull does have points assigned to it towards the Kentucky Derby, so let's take a look at the current point leaders. And Havana, for Todd Pletcher, sits up at the top at 14 with Honor Code. We just saw Honor Code winning the Grade 2 Remsen. Tapiture for Steve Asmussen has 12. And then a lot of horses with 10 points. Rise Up for Tom Amos. Weemus already also in there with 10 points. And then we take a look at the scheduler. Here's a look at the upcoming Derby prep races as we continue on with the Derby prep season. The Holy Bull, January 25th on Saturday, 1 1/16 at Gulfstream Park. And then after that, we go to the Inner Track on February 1st in the Wither Stakes. And then following that, it's the Bob Lewis, hopefully saying Shared Belief in there on February 8th. This has been a look at some of the top Derby prospects this weekend at Gulfstream Park. Race 4, Allowance Race, and Race 10, the Grade 2 Holy Bull. You can watch and wager on these races at TVG.com.
Join, wager, cash in, and get a $150 bonus. Sign up now at TVG.com.